right, man. So, how are we going to start this? All right.
Welcome to the first podcast
Yes.
of Eddie and Randy's
Mountain Home Extravaganza or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't even came up with a
The
name.
name could be changing. So, why don't you kind of tell us who you are?
So I'm Eddie Ortiz. I live here in Mountain Home, Idaho. And I started up my own landscaping company 2 years ago.
And what's the name of that?
Eddie's Landscaping. You can find us on Facebook. Got a website.
What's your website?
Eddie'sLawns.com.
Eddie'sLawns.com, okay. Why didn't you go with Eddie'sLandscaping.com?
It wasn't open at the time. I actually just got an email saying that it is open now, and I might be switching. I don't know.
I wouldn't switch because you have a lot of people that already know about it. I would probably just add both, so they can go to Eddie's Lawns or Eddie'sLandscaping.com. I like Eddie's Lawns, though. I think it kind of...
makes it home.
Well, it makes it home, and it also says what you do, lawns. But you don't just do lawns, so what else?
I can do a little bit of everything. I know sprinklers, so I can do sprinkler systems, trim bushes, trees, mow yards, leaf cleanup. I can do gutter cleanouts, and also I plow snow during the winter. So,
which is kind of important right now.
Yeah, it's almost Christmas time coming up, so it's icy out in the mornings and snow in the morning sometimes. So.
And you salt also, right?
Yes. Instead of an actual salt, rock salt that you put on the ground like typical, it's a salt brine. So it's pretty much just salt water, and you get it to a certain salt weight in the water, and it doesn't freeze until such a low temperature. So you're able to keep it out of the house when you're walking in and out of the house, or office building or whatever. It's a cleaner product, and it lasts longer, and it works at a lower temperature, and it's just a way better product to use than salt itself. And you're using less salt for, say, 100 square feet. You'd use so much salt. Well, you'd probably use maybe an eighth or a quarter of that in salt brine. So. And
you only do this for businesses, or?
No, homeowners or business. It just depends on who wants it done. So.
Well, that's cool. So if someone, if someone wanted your services to do that for like the snow or ice or whatever, how would they get a hold of you?
Well, you can get a hold of us by phone or email, or right on our website. You can actually message me straight off the website itself.
And that's Eddie'sLawns.com.
Eddie'sLawns.com. Facebook Messenger. There's multiple ways to get a hold of us. Phone number is 208-580-4109. And website's Eddie'sLawns.com. And Facebook, we'll have to put up a link so you guys can click on that.
We can do that, yeah.
And then, yeah.
So what got you into the landscaping?
It just kind of pulled me in. It was a job about 15 years ago that opened up on base, and I took it, and it just happened to work out for me. Every year something needed to be done, or someone needed something done. I'd always get it done.
But then you went into your own.
Yeah, I finally broke off and went into my own company. After being, a worker grunt, and then a foreman, and then make my way up to a manager. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time to be my own company.
And you definitely got a lot of experience in that.
Yeah, over 14 years experience. So.
And is there places you're doing here in the city already that?
Yeah, I take care of a few companies, but mostly residential lawns. So Bob's Flooring out on Airbase Road.
Was that Bob's?
Yeah, Bob's.
Okay, I thought I heard Lobs.
Bob's Flooring out on Airbase Road. I mow their yard. their little grass area, and PNC plumbing. But all my 90% of my snow removal is commercial. It just seems like a lot of residential lately are wanting to do their own, or they just haven't found me yet. So
Right.
we'll see what happens.
And I didn't introduce myself. I'm actually a Randall Worski, or Randy. A lot of people know me. I'm actually a realtor. And that's kind of why we're doing this is, this is the first podcast with Eddie and I, together. So we can kind of, get to know both of us, whatever. And actually he's my nephew. That's why a lot of you probably have seen us together in town or whatever. Or doing a DJ gig or whatever.
Yeah, we're multi-talented for sure.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
we know a lot about a little, I guess.
a lot about a little, yeah. But the goal of this is to actually showcase Mountain Home and different businesses we have here. Not just businesses. I mean, different people here in town that maybe do a lot for the town. There's a lot of people who are helping with the growth and the prosperity of town. But don't own a business or whatever. And I think it's important that we talk to them. So anyways, our goal is for us to talk right now and then set up where we can talk with other people and, get that in there too.
Start opening some of these small businesses to you guys and showing you what we got in this small town. It's not as small as a lot of us think.
That's very true. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that come unnoticed, and they're here for a few years, and finally when you hear about them is like when they're heading out, and that's always sad. But not just small businesses. I mean, other businesses too. Kind of make sure everyone knows everything that's going on. Speaking of which, I mean, what do you think of like all the change that's been going on around town? I mean,
it's crazy. It's definitely looking different. I wish we kept 3 lanes downtown. But
yeah, I don't know. Right now I know it's hectic because of the traffic, and I know this is a sore subject for a lot of people, but I think that it's going to look good. I'm hoping
it's looking good, yeah.
And I don't know if they're doing because we do video too, and not that you can tell from this video. I apologize, but
we're usually on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, usually on the other side of the camera. But I know that the town revitalization video, we actually were part of that. So we went in and we recorded the video when, and I can't remember his name now, but he came to town and he was talking about different things that the town can do, like taking Paul's and making that into a town center. And I know a lot has happened since then as far as that goes. And I really don't know a lot, but we were kind of there at that time. So I don't even know. Do you know if that's what's going to happen? Or?
I haven't heard anything on that. But they are doing some kind of project out on, I want to say it's 5th Street, the one that goes between Taco John's and the cheese factory there.
Oh, okay.
That whole farmland right there on the right-hand side, that's going to be some sort of industrial project.
Oh, is that where they're doing that? That's where the railroad spurs off or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I know that made like big news because they had to get like federal approval or something.
Yeah, because they're using the tracks that go out to the airbase road.
Right.
Air base, and I guess they had to sign papers with the Air Force and everything.
Oh, that's actually probably a good spot for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what you don't know what?
I don't. I actually went and talked to Rich about it, and told him that I'm actually an engineer also. I actually run a train for...
Oh, that kind of engineer.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So, I if he ever needed anybody to run a locomotive or ask questions about railroad track or anything, I can actually help with that too. So
is there like a license you have for that? Or?
No, I don't have a license. I just have certificates saying that I do know how to run this equipment.
So if you ever want your snow plowed from a locomotive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So that's broken ground then.
I don't know if they've actually broke ground, but I believe it's in the works. Everything's going to happen, so we'll see what happens.
That's cool. Yeah, I know that. Well, from what I read, it looks like they're trying to go away from just 100% depending on the base for our growth, and hoping that Mountain Home becomes its own little thing. And honestly, and I've talked about this with a few people. You have the Boise area that's grown so much, and it's grown all the way to like Ontario, quite a bit. And to me, it just seems inevitable that it's going to start coming our way. And I know a lot of people are against that. A lot of people are for it. I kind of like the growth, I know a lot of people want more economy in our town, so or a more stimulated economy, I should say.
I just know we need a good 24-hour restaurant.
A 24-hour restaurant, and I'd like to see them really make the freeway wider now when we don't have a ton of people. Make it 3 or 4 lanes.
It would be nice to have that 3 lanes. Yeah.
Because imagine in Boise before all this growth, if they would have went ahead and added more lanes than what they already did. I know they added it in certain sections, but there's still a lot of sections that, to me,
could definitely use it.
Could definitely have used the growth, and back 10, 15, 20 years ago, that would have been the time really to do it before, all the people have already moved here. And then, Boise State gets super crazy, and I don't know if that's why all the growth of Boise. I have a feeling that it's part of the reason. It's on the national stage. People see the blue field, and then the announcers are always talking about how beautiful it is here, So I think that has helped to stimulate that growth, and the fact that it's a great place. Idaho in general, I think, is great. Mountain Home, I think there's a lot of potential here. And that's why I was asking you earlier, because I like to see where, I like to see that the growth is happening. I know it's not optimal for everybody how it's been doing, or been happening, but that's where I'd like to see, more happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice, friendly state. That's what you hear on TV all the time. Idaho is just so friendly.
So I'd like to see more entertainment things, maybe for family. We got the bowling alley, and I don't know if even a lot of people, I'll talk to a lot of people, and they're like, we have a bowling alley in town, and then I heard, I don't know if it's true, that the theater closed up again.
The theater closed up again. I don't know why it keeps closing. Just maybe not too many people going to the movies. Rather go to Boise or something. I don't know.
I don't know. That's too bad. We used to do the commercials before the movies, when it was Take One originally, with Shorty when he was running that, and it shut down while we were doing that, actually. So I was really excited to see it opening back up, because movies is like a big deal with us. But I don't know, maybe because it was off the beaten path a little bit. Maybe that's...
Yeah, maybe if they moved it somewhere closer into town instead of out off of Airbase Road behind everything.
Because I think the prices were always competitive,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know with video downloads, that's got to be tough, because I think theaters overall have been struggling. And then, so when people do go, they go to Avengers or
the major hits,
the major ones that have been done over and over and over. And a lot of the smaller movies people aren't necessarily taking a chance on. But I did sign up for the Regal Unlimited. I don't know if you...
I haven't. No.
And unfortunately, it's in Boise, but it's really cool. I think I paid $20 a month. And then you can go to unlimited movies. Literally, you can watch the same movie over and over and over if that's what you want to do. I don't necessarily do that, but, well, not in the same time period while it's in the theaters. But I know some people are into that,
Oh, yeah.
And I'm wondering if they would have done something like that. And maybe they did, and I just didn't know about it. But if they would have done something like what Regal's doing with the unlimited movies... to kind of stimulate people actually getting in the theater, and then charge them for $6 popcorn or
Yeah.
$8 sodas or whatever it is.
And that's why we're trying to do this, to get the word out for all these small businesses and us, and just it's needs to get the word out to everyone.
Right.
That someone's doing something or has a sale, or or a new business just started up to.
Yeah, if you got a business that, if you want to come on, well, actually, we're not going to always do this here. We're going to go on the field, so we'll go to where you are, or we'll meet a library or wherever that we need to do so. But if it's at your business, that's what we're trying to do, is like show the actual businesses, and we can take some B-roll and kind of show what your business kind of looks like. So it's kind of taken from where we were before with our my mind just went blank.
Commercials and stuff.
Mountain Rain Video.
Yeah,
Sorry, Mountain Rain Video. Kind of picking up from there, which we also went out of business too. And a lot of that had to do with the theater closing. That was like our main source of income, was putting the commercials up and then doing the commercials for the businesses. So when Take One Cinemas closed at that time, we eventually closed. But anyways, so this would be like kind of picking up from there, but it's a way of actually sitting down with the businesses and getting to know them more on a personal basis, because that's what you're actually wanting the service from, right? Like,
right, yeah.
Like today, and I'm not gonna say names because I don't want to, start a bunch of drama and all that. But like today, I was reading a post on Facebook about coffee places. Someone was talking about a certain coffee place. Well, we just had the one closed, Timber Creek.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And that was kind of a big deal. I'm personally not a big coffee drinker, so I couldn't really get into it.
I want to say this is the first one in town.
Right. Well, at least for that little, the coffee, I want to use the word shack, and I know that's probably not the right term. The little stations that they have.
Yeah, I want to say that was our first one.
So that one closed recently, and then somebody else was saying ... coffee place is their new favorite, and I actually think they put the letters wrong. So I was like, I've never heard of that place.
I know Mudslingers and Barista.
So much for not naming names. Just kidding. Well, no, those are definitely coffee places in town. Baristas, and then you got Lucky Perk. I think it's more of a it's there with the TCBY, so I'm assuming more corporate type.
Yeah, I want to say there's a couple.
I think they're franchised, but.
Then we got the Starbucks. And
I did hear about the Starbucks. Yeah. So what do you think of that with them coming in?
I don't know. It seems to. I see the other places still getting plenty of customers. So.
And that's the way I'm thinking. Like I said, I'm not a coffee person. You can give me the cheapest coffee or the most expensive coffee, and it just tastes like coffee to me. Like I don't discern at all with different coffees, but I think that people do have their favorite go-to, so
I think so.
It's like a matter of just repping their own, and that's what I was getting to, that Facebook post. Like literally, people started arguing over who has the best coffee, and I'm like, I just don't understand. I know they want to rep their team,
right? Yeah, your home team, I guess, type thing. But I've tried a few of them. The only one I haven't tried is the Mudslingers. I should go over there and try them, but
you should. It'd be really nice if you got a free Mudslinger deal.
But I do go to Barista a lot. Honestly, I do go there. But
we actually both used to deliver for Domino's, and when I worked at Domino's, Baristas was just opening up across the street there.
Yeah.
So we would go over there a lot just because it was new and it was exciting somewhere across the street. And then like we would take them pizzas, and were you there at the time?
No, I wasn't there. No, I think that was you. I think you were doing morning shifts or something.
Oh, probably yeah. But anyway, so we would take them pizzas, and they would give us coffee, and it was kind of really cool getting started up that way and getting to know them. But then, like I said, I'm not really a coffee person, so as that novelty, the newness wore off, I just really didn't go to the coffee anymore. But every once in a while I'll get a craving. Like, actually it's funny, they're not even in town, and they're not even a coffee place, but Baskin Robbins has a espresso, I don't remember the name of it. It's so good, dude. Like they actually
One
have
of the
ice
ice
cream in
creams.
it.
Oh, I love coffee ice
Yeah,
cream.
but it's not coffee
Yeah.
ice cream. It's a mixed
Espresso,
drink, like a
yeah.
coffee drink,
Huh.
but it's got ice cream in it, and oh, it's so good. But anyway, so that's like my go-to if there's a coffee thing. I mean, I've even done like McDonald's though, like their little
Yeah, I've tried
fraps.
one of those, and
Uh,
I wasn't too happy with those.
See,
Honestly,
I did. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
for me, I'm like it's a waste, not a waste of money, but like they all taste good to me. Like I've never had coffee. I'm like, oh man, that's bitter, or like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like
I
some
don't know.
people,
Yeah, I think you just get used to a certain flavor or something. I don't know, because there is one drink that I'd love to get, and I get it all the time. But it's one of those frappes. It's the icy milkshake type.
which is the only way I like to drink coffee.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I never thought I would like a iced coffee, but I do like it. So.
Aw. I don't know. But anyways, so like I know we have quite a few of those, but what I was getting at earlier is I'd like to see something in that entertainment realm. I know, like I said, we had the movie theater and that maybe didn't work out. We have the bowling alley, which even the bowling alley, I mean, they can use some love. I mean, a lot of people don't even know they exist. We know Ray personally, the owner of the
Yeah,
bowling alley.
Ray Morgan's a really good guy.
He's basically family. So he's always been awesome to our family. And I think it would be great if a lot of more people knew that they're there. And I'll have some people will say something about, maybe they don't stay open as much, but I know if people were actually going there that Ray would stay open more. It's just a matter of,
Yeah.
getting them there.
Yeah, we got to get you guys over there and check it out.
Yeah. And maybe we should actually have him on. Like, I think he would probably be a good guest. He's good at talking. He's got an interesting background.
Yeah.
With the military, which a lot of people in town, have been military. Well, I think a lot of the business owners are.
Mostly military.
Yeah. I know Robbie Robinson he's not a business owner, but with First Interstate. Is he still with First Interstate?
Yeah. He's, as far as I know, he's still there.
Yeah. So, maybe I think he would be good to talk to. So, but anyways, long story short, it'd be cool to see something else here. Or even like with the bowling alley, like we went down to Big Al's. I don't know if you've been there or not.
Yeah, we went sometime last year around this time actually and went in and tried it out. We didn't go bowling or anything. We just went to the restaurant and checked out the arcade.
Which I thought was really cool. The restaurant was pretty good. I mean, we just got burgers. But actually, my brother Flacco, when he was up here, he got the peanut butter burger, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds terrible," but he made me try it, and it was actually really, really good. But anyways, they had the restaurant was good, and then they had like a little bar area, and then they had the Cosmic bowling area. Like there was a room, even though the whole place could do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think Cosmic's only AMF, so that might be copyright infringement or whatever. But that type of bowling. And I thought that would be really cool. And I know Ray did some stuff here in the bowling alley, but they had like a big ceiling to, almost floor projection screens is all it was. And then they had like little LED laser lights running up and down the bowling caps or whatever. And that's it. Like that was mainly the Cosmic, but it worked. Like it was really good. And then I'm assuming they play louder music later at night, but when I was there, dude, they were watching like Days of Our Lives or something on the big screen, and then they had like a scoreboard on that projection screen. And I know that would probably be a little bit of an investment at first, but it seems like that would be something that would be doable for our place. In fact, I was talking to our buddy Flacco, basically our brother, before something like that, I don't know, just something entertainment wise. I know people have kind of come in and done this thing or that thing. Like our cousin Gary at one time had set up a paintball.
He had a paintball shooting range.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
But I think it takes, and I know it takes money to stay open, but it takes like you have to kind of weather out the storm. It seems like, a lot of times at first, I think people, like a lot of people go, and then to check it out, and then maybe not so much after that. So I think it maybe gives a false that people won't be, promoting your business or supporting your business, if you will.
Yeah.
But I think you kind of have to go through that. I don't know.
It's like the bowling or the movie theater for me. I always forget it's there. It's it's kind of hidden in the back there. So when it was open, I don't even think about it because I never drove by it.
No, that's true. And I've talked to a lot of people when I would talk about the movie theater, or I would say I went to the movies. I'm like, "Did you go to Boise?" I'm like, "No, I'm just here in town." And they're like, "Oh my God, we have a theater here in town." And I know a lot of the people on the base, they have like a free thing they go.
Yeah, they got a movie theater out there, and most of the time I believe it's just free. So
yeah.
But that's for the military, the military's.
But I think that's also older movies, though, isn't it?
Honestly, I don't even know. I've never been in there.
Yeah, I haven't either. We actually we've made a couple of movies. There was a movie called Gray Area, and maybe I'll throw a clip up or something, and then a movie called Ghost of a Chance that we've both worked on, and the Steven Vetter, who was I guess running the theater on base, had talked to me about putting our movie out there to let that be the one movie, and we were all a go on it, and then it just never happened. I mean, both sides kind of wanted to do it, but
just kind of fell through.
Yeah, it just kind of fell through. But anyways, I had a point to that. I don't know. Long story short, I'd like to get more entertainment here. I just don't know what all that would be.
I know they made that beer garden or music garden thing over by Dilly too. It's right there in the parking lot of Buell's and Dilly.
It's a beer garden?
I heard it's a beer garden, but I've heard it's like a live stage also, so I don't know exactly what it is.
And it's open now?
I don't think it's open yet. It's like literally right across from Snake River Vape. In that parking lot there.
Huh. Okay, I didn't know about that then. Mm. I mean, it's not really something, I don't know if you can bring families to, but
yeah,
well, maybe you can.
It's got to be something.
So it's going to be like a little outdoor venue.
That's what I heard, yeah. I haven't really seen it yet. So
what's that thing that looks like the old lady in the shoe behind like Charlie's or whatever? Or is that there?
No, so yeah, it's over more by Dilly, but it's actually a 40-foot Connex that they made stand straight up, and then they got a few more Connexes in there to.
What's a Connex?
It's those steel boxes that you see on those ships or a rental car or something, But yeah, that's what they made this thing out of. It's actually like 3 Connexes, but yeah, there's a few of them there.
Maybe I'm not understanding So why is it standing straight up in the air?
I have no clue. It's something to do with part of it. I don't know what it is, but.
Well, it caught my attention because the mayor, Rich Sykes, he's on my Facebook, and he had shared a video, drone footage, showing the work that's been going on downtown, and I saw that, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, I've heard it's either a beer garden or a live stage or both, for all I know. I don't know.
Huh.
We'll have to see once it's open.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Or maybe one of you guys can.
Yeah, definitely put in the comments if you kind of know, or Mayor Rich Sykes if you want
to.
Yeah. Talk about that. So, anyways, I think that's about it.
Yeah, pretty
Anything
good show
else you
for
kind
today.
of want to talk about?
No. I guess we'll have to check in next week.
Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for watching, all 3 of you that probably stuck around, and hey, thanks for doing this with me, and we'll I don't know, we'll see who else we can get on and go talk with them, and we'll come to you, like I said earlier, so you don't have to worry about meeting us wherever we are, and we'll get this done. All right,
have a good one.
Thanks.